Hola clase. Today we're going to be looking at the grammar page 102, number 2, and it's going to be translation of sentences. So I want to review very quickly what verb conjugation is before we begin. If you would turn to page 100 on your grammar books, okay? So that was grammar page 100. It has a review of verb tenses. The first thing I want to take a notice of is that when I write the words, the sentence I practice in Spanish, or I do practice, or I am practicing, for purposes of my class, for our class, all three of these sentences will translate the same. They will all translate to I practice. So if you see I do practice, you won't translate the do. If you see I am practicing, you're not going to translate the am or the ing. They would simply translate I practice, and I practice. So it would look like this. I practice, the word I is yo. The word practice is practicar. That's one of your vocab words, and it is an infinitive with an AR. So because the subject is I, the O is the ending. So yo practico. I do practice would be yo practico. Same as this one. And I am practicing would be yo practico. So again, they are all the same tense. Even though this is simple tense, this is emphatic tense, and this is progressive tense, we're not going to indicate that in the translation. So if you would turn to your translations, and by the way, when you do the homework, I don't want you to cross off these helping verbs or the endings. I'm just showing you that they don't translate. So it's a visual for you, but don't cross them off. Just simply translate. On your homework, you have the first one is I prepare. So the way I want you to do your homework is the English and then the Spanish. So for number 1, I prepare, you would write I prepare. And then underneath I prepare, you'll give me the correct translation, which would be yo. And then the verb would be preparo. Now, please don't assume that every verb ends in an O. Use your vocab list that you've been doing and studying to do those sentences. Look in your grammar or your vocab book. They will all be there, okay? So it would be yo preparo is correct. For number 4, where it says I do copy, remember that's only going to say I copy. So it would be yo copio, okay? And lastly, when you want to do let's do together number 7, okay? Number 7 says, I don't ask. I always do the English first when you are translating. I don't ask, okay? So I is yo. Do not, okay? So do will not translate. It's part of the emphatic tense, so we're not going to translate do. So we're only going to translate not. The word not is no. Yo, no, and the no always goes before the verb. So here's the verb. Now the word is not asco, okay? The word in your vocab list is preguntar. Preguntar. So the infinitive is preguntar. The root is pregunt. So you write that down. Yo pregun. And then add the personal ending for yo, which is pregunto. So yo no pregunto. This is a grammar class, so be sure that you have a capital letter and a period. If you guys have any questions or need any help, please don't hesitate to ask.